this week we're going to be cooking one of my favourite things, but in order to do that I need to have a special guest to help me do it. So would you give a warm welcome to Shelagh Hyphen.
Hello.
Welcome to the show. Tell me what we're going to be cooking in this episode.
We're going to be cooking pumpkin pie.
Yes! It's one of my all-time favourite things to make, and perfect for this time of year. So it turns out that you don't need that many ingredients to make pumpkin pie at all. In fact, it's really quite simple. So we're going to quickly whiz through the ingredients that you're going to need to make pumpkin pie.
Well, we need a pastry case. In this case, we've got one ready-made. It's usually a 9-inch flan, deep 9-inch flan that you bake a pastry case in. Bake it blind, let it cool, and then you add the other ingredients. Well, we've got 425 grams of cooked pumpkin.
Okay. And if you're feeling lazy, you can buy it tinned.
We've got 2 large eggs.
Make sure they're big.
Nice big eggs. Granulated sugar, 170 grams.
So this is weird, okay? So usually in recipes it's caster sugar or fine sugar or dark sugar, but this is golden granulated sugar. I know it's weird, go with it.
We've got ground cinnamon, a teaspoon, 1 teaspoon mixed spice, half a teaspoon of ground ginger, and a 1/4 teaspoon of ground cloves.
I always add a bit extra cinnamon just because I like the taste.
Yes, it's lovely. And half a teaspoon of salt.
And we've got a cute little half a teaspoon of salt.
And we have 1 large tin of evaporated milk.
Okay, in other recipes, sometimes they use condensed milk, but from practice and years of making this,
it's much nicer with evaporated.
Okay.
Condensed tends to be too sweet.
Okay, so that's everything we need. Let's do this. So what's going to go in first?
The pumpkin.
So pumpkin, nice and cooked. So tell me, nicely mashed it is. So tell me about when you discovered pumpkin pie for the first time.
I was on a trip to America and it was around Thanksgiving time, and this is the main dessert that they have for Thanksgiving.
Oh.
And of course it's also near Halloween, so they have it then as well, and we thought it was delicious.
Okay, spoon.
Yeah.
Super. So what do we add after our pumpkin?
I think the eggs should go in now.
Okay, 2 large, free-range, delicious eggs.
Okay, would you like to mix that?
Great. So whereabouts were you in America when you discovered this?
We were in Washington.
And why? Why?
Just on holiday.
Just a holiday in Washington. Yeah. Okay, so that's fine.
Okay.
Give that a bit of a mix. Okay, what we're going to add after our egg?
We're going to add all our spices.
Okay, we've added the salt to this as well. So in we go.
So it needs a good mix now.
All right. Okay, so...
Oh, it's smelling lovely.
Oh, it is. I love pumpkin pie. So I'm guessing if you were there around Thanksgiving, did you also have the turkey and everything else?
Yes, yes, we did.
Mm-hmm. She's the Judith Chalmers of Africa. Now, for us lot, obviously it's not America, and we're not American in terms of the Thanksgiving thing. But in terms of a flavour of Halloween, it's very much that. I've always loved, like even the smell of baking pumpkin pie, it's so nostalgic. Oh right, you can tell there's lots of spices in this because it's gone really dark.
It smells so good.
It does, look at that. All right, so...
Shall we have the sugar?
A little bit more. Okay, sugar. All right, again, don't be weirded out by granulated sugar. Sort of feels a bit too coarse, but...
It won't be when you've added the cream.
All right. So it's literally just spicy, sugary pulp at this point. And actually that's okay. All right, and then There's a certain texture that we're after, so we're not going to add all the evaporated milk in at once. We're going to keep mixing it until we get that perfect consistency. This is a right-handed jug, so I'm going to let you do it.
Right.
I'm left-handed. All right, so a little bit in.
There we go. Seems quite
Slack.
creamy and slack, doesn't
It does.
I don't think we'll need all of this evaporated.
I think we've added about a cup of it, so we'll just remember that.
Yeah.
If we can get a nice big close-up in there, we'll do a Keith Floyd. So you can see there it's fairly thick, but still quite runny. It's gonna thicken when it cooks, isn't it?
Yes. Don't worry about it being slack because it will thicken up during cooking and it will be absolutely delicious, I can assure you.
Super.
So we're going to fill our pie case.
Oh, look at that.
Oh,
It smells
looks,
amazing.
It looks yummy, doesn't it?
All right.
I think that's enough for that one.
Okay. All right. Now
Let's just-
we're using 2, but I believe you can also cook this without the pastry if, say, you were gluten-free.
Yes, you can. It makes a very nice dessert just on its own.
So you might cook that in a oven-proof dish or something.
Yeah. Or a flan dish.
All right. So we have our pies filled. We've used 2 small ones, but you can use a larger one if you so wish. And now they're going to go in the oven. So how long for?
35 to 40 minutes. Just test it as you would a cake. Just put a knife in. If the knife comes out clean, then it's done.
Gas mark.
A big one will take just a little bit more.
So gas mark for 180 for about
For
35 minutes or so. Now comes the most important part of all, the taste test. So it's about 40 minutes later, and we've also allowed it to cool down a little bit. And what we need to do now is give it a cut and serve us up a portion.
Oh, it looks good.
A good bake, a firm bottom. One there.
Yeah.
Looks very nice. And one for you. Super.
Looks great.
All right, let's give it a go.
Mm.
Oh, that's good.
That is
Now
good.
that is good.
Very nice.
Mm.
Nice and spicy.
Mm. I love that you can really taste the ginger. Oh yeah. I think adding some of the mixed spices in there too just gives it a whole new
It's very good.
level. And nice crispy pastry. Mm. Clutch. Well, that's that. We might have got carried away and eaten quite a lot of it, but oh my god, it's so good. If you want to find out more awesome recipes, don't forget you can still buy the Eat with Alex book. Just go on justgiving/Eat with Alex and watch out for more videos. Thanks for watching.
Bye.